Hello and welcome to part 2 of what if My Hero Academia universe was in a fantasy world. My own version of it, at least. Now, I hope you have had a great beginning of the summer break. I had an okay beginning. But yeah, I thought I could just make one because I'm bored. I don't have anything to do. Nothing really interesting on YouTube anymore right now. Uh, and I'm not fully, uh, I don't know. But yeah, I guess we continue to where we last left off on this what if. Now I know I will make another beginning of another what if, and on the Horses of God deck, I haven't fully got an idea for it, like a tiny, I could say, but not enough to have it in a part or a video. Not enough for that. So I'll have to wait until I got enough to make actually the second part really good enough, I guess. But yeah, I guess we just jump right into it. I don't have much more to say. No, I don't think so. Also, I may be streaming sometime on summer break, play Minecraft or playing anything really. I don't know. Most likely Minecraft, but I'll see what I can do. Maybe another game or just live stream me doing a what if. Don't know. But yeah, I'm just continuing. So we last left off at when everyone scattered and they had told each other about like what school they wanted to go to, why, and everything. All of them wanted to go to UA. UA ain't a hero school. It's kind of just a very prestigious school or college. So yeah, and I don't have a ship for this. I know most likely no one asked, and yeah, no, basically no one asked, no one wondered. So, but I just want to say that I don't have a ship for this. If you have a ship, you would seem like a good ship. Leave in the comments, as well as what if ideas or suggestions. So yeah. But continuing, basically, we go to the day of the Entrix exam, and we go to Izuku or Deku, who walks with Momo towards jumping from tree to tree, jumping to see, like, to find the UA and go to it. Now, when they get there, they see lots of different races. They see pandas, they see different elves, they see dwarfs, they see humans, they see other races that I don't know. But yeah. Now, basically, ugh, sorry. Um, but basically, um, they see all of these people and everything, and they're quite like very surprised that so many people are actually trying to get in, and how many different races that is also. here. Mm, yeah. Okay. Let's say they go in, they take the test, like the the written test, the written portion, and they get respectfully a good hands, a good like portion of it correct. A few wrong here and there, of course. In the practical, it's like all of the elves are in one place, dwarves another, humans another, pandas another, and basically all the races in a different places, but all the races are in their respective places. So basically, a panda isn't like with the elves. So yeah. Um. Now, Zuku, or yeah, we go through the practical exam, which basically she sees Momo. Yeah, she sees Momo and she goes towards her and asks, "Is everything okay?" Because she's a bit nervous. And that's when basically they see a person who mostly is very, you could say, cocky, kind of like Bakugo and Kaden, basically, or basically a Bakugo and Kaden, a girl who's in, or no, you know what? I'll wait. That isn't. I have an idea. For her. Um, but yeah. Um, they big. Zuko says some motivational speech about everything. Um, Momo gets touched, prove myself and everything. She does a practical exam. They get in, of course. They get in. Um, they get into UA. They get into Class 1A, which has basically different kinds of races. It isn't like a race class or anything, whatever you call it. Um, oh, like, something came up. Okay, no, everything good. Okay. Well, basically, um, Zuku, yeah, they get in. Um, mm. Oh, this is a very bad video, I see. I'll finish eating snacks. I'll just continue with the what if. But yeah, that's basically what they do. They get in. When they get in, it's basically kind of the same as in canon. Ida and Bakugo are fighting, are yelling at each other, and Bakugo sees Izuku giving death glares to him. He just puts down his feet and just holds his mouth shut because he knows how scary she is when she is mad, and he doesn't want to live through that again. Oof. traumatized. Hashtag traumatized Bakugo. Nah, I'm not gonna start the hashtags. But yeah. That's when basically a big, and they sit down, and they continue talking, but that's when basically a big panda begins to come into the room. Basically, come on. Basically, this panda comes in, and he introduces himself as Shoto Usama, the panda, and that he is going to be their teacher for 3 or 4 years, whatever, how long. Your homeroom teacher, basically. And that's when basically, but he says, well, we're gonna go and see, go to put these PE uniforms on, and we'll go to the place, training ground B or whatever it's called. When they get there, or Ochako says, what about orientation then? I don't care about orientation. My class, my rules. They are reluctantly, or at least she reluctantly, follows and puts on the PE uniforms and goes outside to the training ground, or training area. And that's basically where the physical test begins. And before the physical, and when he announces that they're gonna have a physical test, when Chaco says, I'm gonna win, of course. I'm sorry, again, I'm gonna say, before I continue with this, I'm sorry people who love Ochako. I like her as a character. I like in how she is in canon and everything, and how she is friends with Deku and everything. It's just in this, I thought of something. Most people mostly use her, I know for that. So I'm just using her because I don't know who are other people. Because I'm putting out Bakugo, and I can't use Bakugo for this. If I didn't use Bakugo, I would use him for this, but I can't because I use him for being friends with Izuku and stuff. So yeah. Now, basically, as I said, you think this is gonna be easy? Well then, Lost Place gets expelled. And all begin to argue, and in the end, all of them just stares at Ochako, and she says, "What? I'm gonna win either way. You losers. You monsters are gonna lose." And everyone is a bit taken aback by this. Even Azawa is taken aback that she called everyone a monster. And if you're wondering what race she is, she's a human. So, if you get where I'm going with this, you get what I'm going with this. But he ignores this and says, enough with the talk. Begin. And they just stand there. And Azawa says, I said begin. Then Momo puts his hand up and asks, what are we supposed to do? Oh, right, you don't know. And he begins to explain everything, what they have to do, and they begin to do it. And last place is, of course, Mineta, I think. And he is a dwarf. Yeah, dwarf. He's a bit tinier for a dwarf. Dwarf on his age. And he ain't as perverted. He is like, you could say perverted, but isn't like weird, and he respects, but he is still pervert. You can see what I mean later on. Basically, he isn't as perverted as in canon. Yeah. Now, let's say Zuko. He mm, passes. Gets like second, third, first, or in the fifth, in the top five. Gets there. Mo gets the top 10. No one gets expelled. And after that, they go to the dorms because they have dorms in this already. They go to the dorms and get to know each other and ask them what interests they have. That isn't being a creep. Just gonna point that out. Isn't being a creep. Mm. Now, let's say I'm just wondering my mind, if you could say. Hmm. Yeah, fully empty. Um. Yeah, I guess we continue. I hope. um. Now, let's say we go to like the USJ thing, but unless the USJ isn't a thing at all, or you know what, USJ doesn't happen at all. We go to a class actually, or yeah, basically a class. Where basically it's training for the elves, the dwarves, the humans, the pandas. Basically, they all have their separate class where they train to be like respective warriors, hunters, protectors, guards, for food gatherers, um, spiritual leaders, leadership, generals, basically every single thing you can think of like a profession. So yeah. Um, Now let's say, hmm, in this class, there's of course Momo, Izuku, a few random elves, and Kendo. Yeah, yeah, and I think I'll put in Jiro. Yeah, Jiro as well. That's basically the group. You could say Kendo, Momo, Izuku, and Jiro. Basically, elf group. Elf group. There. They all kind of know each other. At least Momo and Izuku know each other very much. But they have seen Kendo Jiro here and there, but they haven't talked with him a lot. But yeah. They have their classes. Izuku wants to be a hunter. Momo wants to be a warrior or a hunter, whatever. Otherwise, Kendo wants to be a warrior, and Jiro wants to be a, you could say, farmer, food gatherer, or entertainer. Basically, a bystander. Bystander. Or civilian. Mm. Now, 20 minutes. Yeah, I'll go for an official ending. Now, basically, let's say, hmm, let's say we go to. I'm just gonna have to get the list of like um, My Hero Academia characters, just so I can cross out like the people that I've used, like things. So I have used Momo, Zuko, Choco. Oh, the elves are Momo, Zuko, Jiro, and Kendo. Those are the basically the elves. Plus Momo. No, plus Monoma. He is also an elf, a male elf who wants to be a hunter. And if you wonder what hunters are, they're basically warriors and food gatherers together in one, and basically a very respected role in elf society. Um, and on the human side, there's Spocko, Ochako, Kirishima, Denki, uh, Sue. Yeah. And on the dwarfs, it's Mineta, Soji, Suro, Tokiyami, and Mina. Yeah. And on the pandas, it's basically the rest. Basically, Koda, Shoto, Sota, Sado, Orjiro, Tenya, and I, Oi, Aoyama. Yeah. Those are the pandas, plus Izawa. So yeah, and Monoma is there as well in the elf group. And he thinks elves are the best, but he is okay. Of the other races, he just thinks elves are the like most powerful, which is kind of true in some places, but in other places like technology, dwarves are the most powerful in hunter skill, and fighting skills. Or no, in hunter skill and a bit fighting skill are elves, and pandas are basically everything combined, other than technology, and humans are basically how we are. It depends on the person, people. Basically balanced in everything. So yeah. Um, yeah, that's basically it. I guess I can take away. I actually like this picture, so I have it on. I like the panda picture. if you're not, if you don't know, I love pandas. At least the World of Warcraft pandas. They're very cool. I like them a lot. But yeah, continuing. Um, and in this like training thing, they like I said, they train about different profession and what they interest and stuff like that. Basically, a class for like panda class, uh, elf class, dwarf class, human class. Basically, kind of that system. But they have group like they group fight group classes like humans, like kind of like the heroes versus the villains training. It's kind of like that as well in the homeroom classroom to see like what each other have learned and if they can work with other races. if they have to in a war. So yeah, that's basically what happens about that. I think I'll end it here. I'm sorry for this very weird video or whatever you think of it. Like it's summer break. My body is, mind is just off. So yeah, I don't. Yeah, tired. I tried to do a one full nighter. Didn't work. Was too tired. I fell asleep. Um, so yeah, I'm quite tired. Yeah, and I don't really have much on my mind as of right now. I have ideas to continue. So, and I plus, like I said, I don't know if I will make a video tomorrow. I don't know. I also see what kind of things I have to do. Because tomorrow I may be gone for a while. I don't know. If I make a video, it has to be very early, like today. So, yeah. And like I said, I will most likely make a video or no, make a stream or something. One of those things. But I don't know. I have to wait and see. Really. If I have time. Maybe even today. I don't know. But yeah. Hope you have a great summer break. Hope you have good weather. It's right now it ain't best weather here, but it's okay weather. But yeah, like I said, hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, comment down below suggestions of what if I should make, because that really helped me a bit motivation of getting me a bit more what ifs done, because it means you actually watch the videos and you're interested in how I do things. Yeah, of course I know people like that they how I do things, or else they wouldn't watch a video or leave a like. So yeah, but it's kind of another way to show gratitude, I guess. I don't know what to call it. At least for me, it helped me a bit at least. Of the what if idea. I'm empty of what if ideas mostly. I have a few, of course, back ideas that I have as backup if I'm fully out of ideas. I have a tiny backup I can use to have more time. Yeah, of course I'll have a few maybe a 1 week break here and there. Maybe next week I will have a 1 week break. I don't know. At least a few of the weeks in the summer break, I'll have to have some weeks break. I feel 1 or 2 weeks breaks in the summer break, because I have, of course, some things I have to do. I have family. I have other things to do than making YouTube videos, because that isn't the main thing in my life right now. Because I'm such a tiny channel, it isn't the main thing. It's kind of like a second thing, if you call it. But I love making videos, of course. I do that. I love it. Making these videos for you people. But yeah, I try at least. But yeah, like I said, hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, comment down below suggestions, and even if you want me to continue the series, because not many people have seen this series, at least compared to my other videos. And also, I think the next what if I don't get another suggestions, I'll most likely do a tiny redo of the Leviathan Deku or the Wolf Deku. I haven't said anything about the Wolf Deku, I think. I don't remember if I said something about it. But I've planned on making a redo of that. Because it wasn't quite... I liked the AU and how I did it, but there's just a few things I don't like. And I may do a redo of this part as well. I don't know. Like I said, hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully.